Yeah, that's right. Drink your drink, you fucking cunt fleabag. Yeah, go right ahead. But I'm watching you do this shit to people right now, and I'm putting the energy out here toward you. I'm gonna get these scumbags off YouTube. I'm sick of seeing them. And I have the support of many people. And I will deliver when I got the support of many people. Believe me, I will. I'll push this to the max. This is what this sick bitch is doing right here. This is what this sick bitch is doing.
Well, I was thinking how much my mama needs.
She's like, you better spoil me and blah, 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 and you gotta get my attention and try harder to get my attention and just being like a fucking spoiled princess is what she's fucking being like. And I'm not having that at all. Wow, I have to watch this. I'm gonna stream it too. I'm telling you. Let her know I'm live again, and she'll have to shut her shit down for the next 2 days again. Let's get this bitch to lose her fucking momentum on here. That's what this is all about. Now I'll get as many subs as I need to get off this by going at you. She totally is. And the fact that there's enough people encouraging her, and Clamor doesn't know who she is. Apparently, if CT Clamor is over there, he's a nice guy in this community too. So he doesn't know the real her apparently, unless he chooses to be stupid and go over here and still cheer her on and all this. Even Jill says it. Jill tells me that truthfully Trisha is very fucked up. Absolutely. But go live when they go live. That is what you got to do. That's right. You're going to know soon enough I'm live. Ouija Oak is over there telling her. Oh, he's over there telling her I'm live. There you go. Am I ready, Stewie? Yeah, I am. Yeah, well, I'm going to get views off her. I'm going to get views off her then. If she's getting views doing this shit, I'm going to get views off her. That's all there is to it. She doesn't want none of me. And that's established already. And I'm going to keep rolling with that. Make her slow her momentum down, get the word out that I'm live, and let's disrupt her fucking shit and make her shut her fucking shit down right now. Let's do it. 44,000 subs and 66 people watch. Pathetic. Pathetic. Very, very pathetic. Am I for real? I'm very for real. Creative Renewal, who are you? I'm for real, dude. Who are you? Diane Hollister, what's going on? Yeah, she buys subs. She bought a whole bunch. Didn't she have 2K at one time? She had just 2K. I probably had just slightly under her. Maybe just slightly under her. I don't know. Yeah, showing off her body. But you know something? It means nothing when you're a shitty person. It absolutely means nothing. You look like Ronald Reagan's psycho daughter. That's who you look like. Can't stand seeing this bitch. Can't even look at her all the time. But I gotta talk about it. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. What's Creative saying? What? Yeah, I don't know. Nah, you're a fucking stalker, bitch. I'll tell you what, creative renewal, you're gonna get a timeout. How about that, huh? And you go tell, truthfully, Trisha, that I'm on to her, and so are other people now, too. I won't stop. You know, if anybody knows me pretty good, I will not stop if I have an actual goal in mind. I will keep going at them. I will keep going and going and going and going and going till they get scared. I will. Look at her doing this shit to people. Look. She's fucking with people on the phone here. She's doing this shit and everyone lets her get away with it. It's not right. It absolutely is not right at all.
My dad! No, no.
Hey, sweetheart, you sound very cute. What do you look like? What do you like to talk about?
Daddy?
I'm 6'4", 220 pounds. I like bad girls. So, that shit. Let me know how you feel tonight.
Damn it.
He's just fucking with these people. All dressed up and nowhere to go. That's why I had, listen, I'll quickly tell you, that's why I had reservations on Terror Electra, because she used to dress nice, but had nowhere to go but play video games at her house. That's just a random thought that came into my head. It's stuff. It's like you're dressing up, but you having absolutely nowhere to go. That's retarded. Without question, it's retarded. Continue.
This caller to join you in a private conversation. Record after the tone. Hit any key when you're done.
Right.
Alright, I really am concerned. I really don't like to call it.
I really have concerns. I don't like it. Because my dad left me when I was 5 and using it as an excuse to do what she's doing now. Just like Terry, scary Terry, fucking uses the excuse that he's got illnesses. And just like when Abby fucking used her kidney disease for an excuse. All these motherfuckers, you gotta clamp down on them. Force them to stick with each other because nobody else wants it. It's really what it comes down to out here. That's it. Scary Terry, I'm gonna call him. That's right. Just like they called this player for the Boston Celtics, Jason Terry. They called him Scary Terry. But I'm going to call Mark Terry Scary Terry. But continue. Her boyfriend must be working a triple again, if she even has one. Yeah. Yeah. All right, Life with Linda, thank you. And again, I want to confirm, that's the real Life with Linda, right? Just an official confirmation that I want, that's all. As I know the other one uses the other picture when you turn to the side, when Linda turns to the side with the dog. I know that other one's on White Lives Matter sometimes.
In about 20 minutes, I'm going to change my clothes. It's real hot in here.
Yeah, what's up, OG Broken Angel?
I stopped drinking alcohol, so body armor is going to be...
He's on Rick and Morty. Who's Rick and Morty on here? Yeah, call him Scary Terry from now on. Yeah.
Alcohol gets me into trouble. Don't want to get into trouble.
Yeah, no kidding, Life with Linda, yeah.
You're connected. You can break this connection at any time by pressing the pound key. Say hi.
Hi.
He made an appearance on there, though.
What do you like to talk about?
Well, do you know anything about...
We had WLM. You know how Real Stream News is someone who needs to be taken down? And he does. But truthfully, Trisha is who I'm focusing on right now, too. We got to work together to get all of them off here at some point. It's just gone on too long and just too much shit going on here
I like Mars.
with all these people.
I like Mars. Do you really think that people could...
Yeah, I know I've heard of it, I think. I'm just not too familiar with it, though. Good, Booker K. See, I know I got support doing this. And right is right, wrong is wrong. You know, these people have been doing wrong on here, and they have enough people encouraging them still. 44K subs, but 66 viewers are still 66 viewers. there's still enough people out there still who don't believe she's bad. They don't believe it.
I think being out there would be great.
But this person uses people that she befriends, takes all the money that they're worth, and
Well,
that's really it. Lies, does this shit,
you want to wear socks anytime you pass.
steals from people, scammer. She'd be one of those types putting fake dating ads up to pretend to be somebody else, like maybe, or she'd use another pic and then she'd mess with people or something. She would run some kind of thing like that. You know, she'd pretend to be certain people, maybe even a man, and she might even fuck with women. Who the hell knows? But something tells me she has done things. Set up tons of fake profiles. Maybe even pretending to be a lesbian, I'm thinking. Children? Children, boho chick. Children? Are her 66 viewers? That's total craziness. I can't believe it. Boho chick, welcome. Thanks for coming in. What'd she say? Does Truthfully Trisha have a foot fetish? Let me just ask the general audience to know. Does Truthfully Trisha have a foot fetish by chance? Most of those in there are kids. Oh my God, that's another crime she's doing. She's fooling people into thinking she's a kids channel when she's saying all this shit on here. Oh my God. That's another thing I forgot about, but I heard about that. Oh man. She's having a new iPhone from a kid about a year ago. Yeah, she takes people's money that are under 18 too. What a fucking user-ass bitch this one is. Oh my God. It might have even got worse than Real Street News even. God damn it. Are you a sugar daddy? Are you going to give her an allowance? She's asking if he's going to give her an allowance. Fucking scumbags. Fucking scum. Yeah, smile now. But you're just lucky that things are getting taken slower to get around to you. You're lucky. Because I did put a curse on her. I just don't think I put a long enough one on her. But I put one on her to where she slipped in her live stream at the last half of it, the last quarter of it or something. Yeah, well, you'll learn about her if you watch my channel, because there's a lot of people who know about her who come in here. Because someone who's my friend here, right, became friends with her in real life and was a mod for her for many years. And now that she went against her, you know, she's getting some support back for that. But she used to be a former mod for Truthfully Trisha, but Truthfully Trisha spent her for all she was worth, and she had to get away from her. So there's a new turn for YouTube here, I would say, that someone can redeem themselves. And in Seabreeze's case, she has redeemed herself, or is redeeming herself from being a past mod of Truthfully Trisha's. And a loyal mod, too. And now it's all about exposing the dirt on her, and you might as well. Because this one here is such a vulture, she will take money from a 14-year-old to buy a cell phone. To get a cell phone from them, rather, to have them buy her a cell phone. Or something like that, to that effect. But no. This is one of the worst cases that I've seen on it. For sure. OG Broken Angel, yes. So pretty much White Lives Matter. This chat is people who have been victims of her, okay? And they're telling me things. And you'll get an education if you stick around, in case you want to know more, you know? So if I have to do something while I'm on here, I'm going to do big stuff when I'm on here, you know? I'm going to get the word around to as many people as possible. Some of the people who watch me even are going to know too. To some of you drama community people who followed Truthfully Trisha, you'll see some of the people who've been on my channel are going to learn about it from the info you tell me on here also. So, that's... I believe she does have a fans only. Yeah, I never even watched her fans only, to be honest with you. I bet it's disgusting, though. I like you too, OG Broken Angel. You've been cool with me since you've come in here. So that's all that matters, you know. I'm very receptive to people who are receptive to me, so that's all there is to it. These guys are on to her half the hang up pretty fast. Which one's Casey? What do you mean? But what's surprising me the most is Bombshell's allegiance with Truthfully Trisha. That surprises me a lot. I think she has Bombshell fooled is what I think. Because Bombshell tends to care for the people who have problems. And I think Truthfully Trisha convinced Bombshell that she has enough problems. But if I can get the word out there, who knows? Maybe I can get Bob to turn on her too. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, Boho Chick. Maybe you could shed some light on that. Oh, yeah, the one on the dating site. Yeah, that she's on the call with and stuff. I misread what you were saying. A little tired. But yeah. What's that link, series? What's that link you shared? Bomb will catch on to her in no time. Yeah, well, watch my videos. There's enough people spreading information on here, too, that have dealt with Truthfully Trisha in the past. Yeah, I think Bomb will find out. I will. I do. Hope Happy, what's going on? Peacemaker, you're on your way. Where? Who are you? Bob Show's just looking for content and views. She thinks comment on pastries. Oh, I see. Yeah. Well, pretty much a lot of the things Bob Shell does is about other people, I would say, yeah. I have noticed that. I think in real life, Bob Shell would be pretty cool if she steps away from this, maybe. That's what I would say. I think on here, though, she'll bring people up and stuff, though, for that kind of notoriety, though, yeah. I would. You've been, alright, Booker K. Trash bag hasn't changed. No, definitely not.
I'm sorry for you to be a widow like that. That's terrible.
That's
Yeah, and she gets these guys' sympathy. She still has enough people's sympathy, though. And she's going for the targets that she thinks she can go for. That's the thing. Goes to the targets she thinks that she can get. People with a lot of emotional problems themselves, probably, or men who are dejected or whatever. She tries to feed off people. Or just anyone who's kind, you know? Like, just someone who's, like, too kind. And then they get burned soon enough. Yeah, I know, Hope Happy. Yeah, that's good for you. It's good for you. I'm glad to hear that, you know. Really am.
that caller is currently in a connection. To send a message instead, press 1.
Then she's hanging up on them. Or putting them on hold constantly and not getting back to them or something. She's doing some stupid shit like that.
He sounds boring.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find something good.
Yeah, I didn't see that, Casey. Maybe show me that sometime, Casey, 1967.
Hanging out, going places.
Yeah, show me that sometime.
Friend I can chill out with.
To connect live with this caller, press 1. Send a message or an icebreaker, press 2. Next greeting, press 3. Add this member to your hot list, press 4.
Imagine wasting all this time.
Press 5. Play the previous greeting, press 6.
And she's someone who has a roof over her head comfortably. I mean, I gotta be in a hotel. And this person manages to use enough people, but manages to sit comfortably in a place like this. You know? Well, I watched that first Dr. Phil clip, and I remember seeing that when it aired. You had no idea who she was, but I thought her acting was embarrassing. Yeah, that's the one. That's her. But she's taking it to YouTube and really doing more damage than anyone would ever think and stuff. So, years of this, totally, yeah. So, oh my God, look at this. Look at what she's doing now. Look at that. Look at this. She is outrageous. Totally outrageous. This is horrible. Very horrible.
Record after the tone. Hit any key when you're done.
8 or 9 inches. That's pretty impressive. I think I'd go towards more than 9 inches.
See that? Kids channel. A kids channel. A fucking kids channel. Doing this shit on it. Borderline porn video right here. Borderline porn video. Yeah, they're paying by the minute. That's right. I thought 900 numbers where you paid by the minute were outdated. They're still around? Are those numbers still around? I thought with the internet that stuff was going out. Pay numbers are still around. There's people still calling up numbers and talking to girls online like that? Really? Street life, that's not the fucking point. The point is this person's a deviant, a female deviant, and she's just bad all the way around. Don't say she's hot or she has a nice cleavage when there's actually more deepness to this. And she's very, very bad. God. And she dyes her hair more blonde. You know, this is just what you would call a total hideous bitch all the way around. Well, I'll give her something to watch when this whole thing's over. When she's done with her thing, I'll give her something to watch. Believe me, I'll give her something to watch.
Does it smell like bologna? So what's the difference between your foot and that other region? It's been covered and you sweat all day and it goes everywhere.
My foot has a shoe around it that I haven't washed. Actually, I have no idea how to wash my shoe.
What?
That one, the shoe I was wearing had mud and stuff on it. It kind of smells bad normally, but anyway.
Well,
But
take off your pants.
my other region, I wear fresh underwear every day, and I clean it when I take a shower.
So, you're still wearing pants, you're still in a closed container-like situation, and your stuff rubs on stuff. Alright, do me a favor, take off your pants and tell me what it smells like.
Right. But I believe since I'm trans, I don't have like the average man smell, you know? I don't.
Want you to smell?
She sounds like Lolly
Place
at
where your
times.
jumpers.
Maybe. Wonder if Lolly is kinda in on her too, or at least talking with her. I don't know. Lolly has a role in things, and that's all people need to know. Lolly could be talking to her behind the scenes.
Smell it again. I need to hear you say
Smell it again. She says smell it again like Opie and Anthony in the kid's bike.
what kind of fabric
And
stuff.
she has this as a kid's channel. Does anyone see a common link between Opie and Anthony and Truthfully Trisha? Opie and Anthony asked about a kid's bike on a prank phone call, and then their words was smell it again when he told the the seller of it to smell the seat for them. Okay? And then this is a kid's channel, like the kid's bike, all right? And then she used the word smell it again to a guy on the phone here. So do you think it's related? Do you think that she has a link to Opie and Anthony? I'm wondering. I'm now wondering that. I can get deep if I really want with this, if I'm not tired enough, and I might have came to a conclusion there. I don't know. So she has a common link with Opie and Anthony, doesn't she, Stewie? If you remember
I
Opie and
wouldn't
Anthony,
recommend going
yeah.
down there after a long day of walking around and doing stuff, but after taking a shower, then, yeah.
Do you use dryer sheets when you wash your clothes?
Do you like to read the menu, but you like to eat at home mostly? I like to read the menu, but you know I'd rather eat at home.
Static electricity.
He likes to read the menu.
So,
That's a song.
tell me more.
Yeah, poor guy. Exactly.
One time, I forgot to grab underwear, like whenever I went camping.
Candy Morgan, you again? Seriously, I thought you were cool before, and now I see you have an allegiance with Truthfully Trisha now, and I'm not fucking jealous at all. This is a bitch, a miserable fucking bitch. She's making these guys do this shit, and she's not giving them any reward for any of it. She is a cretin. She is a scumbag. Candy Morgan, get the fuck out of here, will you? You're done on this channel. I thought you were another Morgan, too, that I once used to know, but it's neither here
I
nor
had to
there.
go commando with my pants. And I have
So
my
apparently I'm
pants
jealous for
in my
calling
tank
this garbage out.
in my truck.
Stuff that I would never do
And
myself, mind
there's a
you.
lot of static electricity.
It's not like I
So,
do this thing
like
and then criticize her. I'm not a fucking hypocrite.
Your shocked your penis with your zipper?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So have you ever been
What
out
a
of the
psycho.
spring clean?
This
What
bitch
kind of
is a
stuff do you
psycho.
use?
A certifiable psychotic piece of shit.
Pretty sure you. Wait. Give me a second. Let me check. Wait, do you mean like shampoo or like stuff to clean my clothes?
Stuff to
Oh,
clean your
man.
balls.
After this, I'm going to take a break probably for a couple days.
Don't you have clean
After
balls?
this live stream here with this type of topic, but I gotta mention it, you know, it's not Mark Terry, it's her. These two are at the top of my shit list
Would you
at
get
this
that at the
time.
dollar store?
Truthfully, Trisha and Mark Terry are at the top of my shit list. Right now. Bottom line.
Yeah.
So how could you afford a woman like me? I don't.
How can he afford a woman like her? Listen to how she's talking. How can you afford a woman like me?
You go to the dollar store to get soap to wash your balls, but you pay money to talk on this line, to talk to someone.
So she's criticizing someone for buying soap at the Dollar Tree to wash his balls and then being able to pay for a line to talk to her. So
Nah, I actually use a free trial thing.
it's a free trial. We're finding out.
The other caller is temporarily busy. Please hold for a moment.
She thinks she knows what's going on, but she doesn't. There's some people who are doing it for free, I
Like
guess.
30 minutes.
They're not paying to talk to her. Some of them, at least.
Oh, that's great. So what do you think everything else smells like?
Okay,
Jeremy?
Diane, well, a
It's
normal
funny
mother
right
would be
now.
focused on rebuilding their relationship. Yeah, it's so true, Terry Meek. She has children. She has children. I bet you she's a deadbeat mother. You know, from what I've heard, she's a deadbeat mother. Now, come to think of it, yes. She does this every week. Yeah, every Saturday she does this, doesn't she? Every maybe 3 days a week. For all I know, at different hours. Well, we're gonna put a stop to that. We're gonna keep criticizing it. If we catch her in the act, we're just gonna go live, some of us, and we're gonna talk about it. All right. That's it. Her mother raised her son. I'm not surprised. Believe me, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised with that.
Skip this message, press 3. To repeat this message and new caller close to you.
Yeah, that's what'll happen, Terry. Me. I gotta say. But for the record, there's a third person looking to be on my shit list. Okay, is anyone curious to know who it is? But there's a third person looking to be on my shit list right now. Confirmed in some of the comments that I've been getting. Does anyone know who that is? Can anybody take a guess? His name starts with a J. His first name starts with a J, if that's what I said. But he's been hanging out in Anderson's. He was going at Anderson at one time. And now he's found a place to talk some shit to me, it turns out. And I don't know if he really wants to go there, because I have a history with this guy, you know. And I can very fast own him if he comes at me. He's not a video content creator, though, but he used to be one. Do you know that blind melon guy? That blind melon guy? Has anyone seen him around? Well, that's who it is. But he's looking for it. I haven't officially gone in, but he's looking for it. Yeah, White Lives Matter. Yeah, he's just looking to do something here. Yeah. If he starts with me, he's gonna find out really fast what I'm all about now. Because it's been years since he last messed with me, don't forget. It's been years. And I know who he is, too. He can try to hide it. And he's telling me I look all greasy. He just says shit to me like I look too greasy. I look like I could be related to Elbow. He says these things to me. But he's dark himself. He practically looks, unless he deliberately went out to change his looks and get plastic surgery and lighter hair, this guy looks like a friggin', he's as dark as an original Native American Indian. And he's telling me I look greasy? He's telling me that I look like I'm related to Elbow? Well, I hope that's all I see. Because anymore, and I'll be coming for you too. So, that's all there is to it. Continue with the stream. What's Truthfully Trisha doing now? Alright. Oh, my hair looks good for damn sure, yeah. But Streetlight, my point is he's dark as hell trying to criticize me for being dark and swarthy. It doesn't make sense. And he's always been self-hating when I knew him. He never liked that he was a brown person. Okay? There. That's the point I'm trying to make. Rosie had something to do with helping Rich Life. Rosie had something to do with helping Rich Life. That would have been very dirty if Rosie did that. Rosie is dirty. Dirty. Rich did not deserve that. But then again, maybe Rosie wanted to set him up, too. Maybe Rosie wanted to set him up. Lolly Cunningham, the 666 donation from Lolly Cunningham again, using it as some kind of a spell of some kind, I see. The 666 donation, the infamous 666 donation by Lolly Cunningham. Okay. But I believe possibly that Rosie did help, but it was possibly maybe to run him off the tracks with it too. Because think about it. It wasn't really a help if it's actually going to be an expensive van for Rich Life to fill up on. The gas is what, $200 to fill up? I mean, I've been looking at this in $200 to fill that tank. Okay? For now, I'm talking to the audience. I'll talk about Rich Life, but privately on the phone, I don't like to discuss it. You know, just to anyone who talks to me on the phone or whatever. But no, it's a possibility Rosie did it to possibly sink him. What do you think about that, Molasses? Do you think she might have gave Rich Life or helped him get that van possibly just to sink him, to get him cocky that he got something new and then he'll find something go wrong on it, and Rosie deep down knows this maybe? What do you think? Be careful taking certain people's help is what it comes down to, if that be the case. But if Rosie genuinely wanted to help him, then I would say, exactly, you're right. Like one of the evil geniuses behind the scenes in Sub 4. Yeah. I would definitely make that assertion for sure. She is an evil genius behind the scenes. For sure. He's using that as an excuse to go to Lisa's house. What's he using for an excuse again? Khaki, you don't know that. Rosie could be setting him up with this. Who the hell knows? Or maybe Rosie didn't pay all that money, but somehow got the money for him somehow. Or signed something so he could get it, or someone else might have gave a good $5K to it or something, or whatever. But it sounds like it's going to be it's going to be a big problem for him, I think, in the long haul. It may seem nice, but the expenses on it are going to kill him. And he's not, I'm going to tell you something right now. I'm not kissing Elvis's ass, but I'm going to tell you something right now. Elvis is a better driver than Rich Life. I would trust Elvis to get behind the wheel than Rich Life to get behind the wheel to drive me somewhere. Okay? I think Rich Life's more dangerous behind the wheel because he flipped out at trolls when he crashed. And he's not going to like to hear that, but so be it. The upkeep is going to be very bad. You think he can take care of it? You think he can even put a generator on that thing? You think that he can do a lot on that himself? Let alone work on it? Finding a good mechanic for something like that is also going to be tough. How about finding a good mechanic for a Class C? Whiskey OG has the right idea. He's probably living in a broken down engined Class C and he's not driving it nowhere. That's probably the best way to do that, I'm thinking. Because I would probably even trust Bergs before I trust Rich Life to own a Class C. Bergs should... I'm going to tell you something right now, folks, okay? I'm going to tell you something, all right? And I'm not a big fan of Bergs, as you know, right? But listen up, everybody. What I'm about to say, I got to stand up to say it, all right? I'm sick of laying down, little hopper, and all that shit. My opinion is Bergs probably deserves this Class C before Rich Life deserves it. Because Bergs was talking about getting a Class C for the longest time. And Rosie somehow snuck in and helped him get it. Rich Life has the Class C that Bergs probably should have got. Whether it would have worked out for Bergs or not, the bottom line is Bergs wanted it. So Bergs should have got it. That's what I think. And I think Rosie took that Bergs wanted it and wanted to help Rich Life get it. That's what I think. To piss Bergs off, to possibly, or to attempt to, or, and then to sink Rich Life at the same time. You know? I think she wanted to do both in like that. That's a big possibility right there. It is. It was just going to be that way, I think. And plus, there was a time I said I wanted a Class C. But there was no guarantee that I would have drove it around. That's the thing. I was thinking of getting a Class C maybe to put in one spot like Whiskey OG has, where he doesn't drive it around, but he puts it in one particular spot, and he lives in that spot and makes that his residence. That's really what you should do with something like that. Treat it as a home and put it someplace stationary. That's what I would do. Because I can't live in a Class B. I'm too big for a Class B. Okay, my arms are long. You know, I have insanely long arms. I wanted to be a pro basketball player, actually, when I was young. I told a few people that story, though. He will have big money issues within the month. Exactly. So just watch these people go down. We're in end times. The only thing you got to do is just sit back and watch these people. I might be in transition, but I'm not a train wreck. I might drink, but I'm not a train wreck. I might be living in cheap motels, but I'm not a train wreck. You know? I've been busy non-stop since moving here, actually. And I reserved some time for live streams, but I'm definitely busy. You know? I'm making tons of phone calls a day. I'm getting out. I'm walking everywhere, driving. I'm doing a whole mix of things. Coming to a city I've never been to before. Um, Seeing a whole mix of sights lately. Trying to juggle a new registration and vehicle, things like that. Yeah, so. Yeah, but you can't live there full time. You can't park that stationary. You got to have wheels on it if you're in a Walmart. You can't just park it in a Walmart. They will not allow. WLM. If I haven't talked to you before, there's a reason why I didn't pick Florida to live in. Okay? Because of all the problems that you see. Just look around at the problems you see every day, and that's why I don't live in Florida. There's just a lot of lowlifes down there. You know, I've had a lot of problems in Florida getting along with people and shit. I don't have half as many as out there where I'm at now. At least on the street level, I don't. You know, the street level here, I don't get any problems from people at all. It's been great. And I'm not even in a good part of town, and I'm not even getting shit from people really out here. Florida, people will start with you in Florida, though. They will just come up to you and try to hustle you. I can't stand that. I didn't like it when I lived in Largo. I'll tell you that. I didn't. It sounds great if you can live in Florida if you know people. Yeah, it could be good if you know people and you can just get out of the way of all those people down there. Yeah, then maybe you can. But it's kind of convoluted. It's kind of like the West Coast in a way down there. It's Southwest Florida. Did he buy it from a car lot? I don't know. But yeah, I moved in and out of Florida 3 times. I think I struck out with number 3. You know, I've been in and out of Southwest Florida for a while. I did 3 times though. I definitely struck out of Pinellas County. Yeah, Salty Dog, I'm trying. I'm definitely trying. I mean, for what it's worth. He said they try to settle. That sounds like the other driver's insurance try to get him to side. Agent. And it's like, oh, look who decided to show up. You were about to fire my agent. Who? Now I'm getting confused here. Ah. But yeah, Rich Life, I think, got a curse put on him by Rosie. Like, Rosie don't curse people like I do, no. But Rosie does have those evil genius ways and helped Rich Life with that. Which, that should have got to Bergs. I think Rosie wanted to piss Bergs off by helping him. That's what I think. Possibly. And then possibly setting Rich Life up to fail at the same time. Good chance if someone else behind the scenes talked to Rosie about that or something. Whatever, maybe a donor of some of that money did too. What about Go Donnie? Has anyone ever questioned Go Donnie's role in any of this bullshit going on? Does anyone ever question him? Because think about it. He works, he brings in money. I'm sure he could have put some toward it. I'm sure he could have. He's one of the people working down here. So he's possibly in on it too in his way. I'm thinking. But GoDonnie.com, I don't believe, has no role in this whatsoever. There was a reason Mark Terry wanted to be cool with him. Just think about that. There was a reason he wanted to be cool with him. GoDonnie is in on this, is what I believe. He's in on it, totally. Is Drury Nadoff in on this one? Maybe. But he might not have to be if GoDonnie is funding part of this. At least. This might be one of the things Drury Nadoff might not even be in on. Especially if Donnie.com was tight with Rich Life and stuff. I don't know how far Drury ever got with Rich Life. Can anyone tell me how far Drury ever got with Rich Life? I don't think they have a relationship, do they? I'm not sure with that one. That guy just sells T-shirts and drives through. No, I think he has a bigger role in things. I really do, because he's the money person. Because he makes money, he works, and he watches this community. He gives to Rich Life. He was promoting Rich Life, so there's a good chance he's got some money he put toward this. Maybe he put $5K toward it. I'm thinking. I don't know. He might have been one of the head donors to this thing, though. You through all your agent's fees, you get off Jennifer for sided Rich Life. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Thought he always puts out the impression he has money. There you go. Boho, you said it. If I could pin that comment. I can't on the chat, though. But you said it. He's involved. Yep. I can see you, Tiny Dancer. Yes, I can see you. I copy. I can see you. I copy. I can see Tiny Dancer 33. Okay. No, so Salty, Drury and Rich Life don't really have a relationship of any kind. That I didn't think he was. I know with many other people, but I don't know about Rich Life so much, to be honest. People who talk the most about having it really doesn't. Yeah. Rich Life claims he has all these collectible things and stuff, like collectors' comic books, sports things, and rings and jewelry and all this crap. But you can have all that, you can't spend it though. That's the thing. You can be broke and have all that stuff on you. You can't spend the rings and the jewelry and all that to live every day. That's the thing. Once you bought that, it pretty much owns you, you know. all that shit pretty much owns you. Vegan dolls. Vegan dolls is. That was a good call to hide that person because that was a very racist comment right there. Vegan dolls, who do you think you are? Fucking saying that shit in here, huh? How much do you think he paid for that? Surely not. I think somebody might have put 5K toward it. And 10,000's the figure. But who knows? It might be 10,000 because someone didn't want it. Maybe it was a problem for someone, so they had to get rid of it for $10,000. I don't know. It's possible because it's a major expense for people, especially if it has wheels on it and you can drive it. You know. Unless you park it somewhere, I don't know, but yeah, there had to be something wrong. Something had to be wrong with it also. It's definitely someone else's problem. I can say that. And he's going to drive it around, though. He's not going to do what Whiskey OG does. He can't because he has to always be on the road. Well, he's going to be fucked. If that's the case, he's going to be fucked. All right? You heard it here tonight. Rich Life's going to be fucked with that. So my question is, will Bergs ever get a Class C? So far, he hasn't changed his situation. He looks very content staying in the Northwest where he's living, which I wouldn't certainly advise that at all. I had trouble living there as it was. But in case he does, do you think he will get a Class C? Now, he can observe Rich Life with the Class C, and then he can decide if he wants to get one. Maybe Rich Life is going to be the show that Bergs needs to see. To wonder if he wants to get a Class C or if it will be too much of an expense. He could probably use Rich Life as a test project to observe. He wants out of the Northwest Salty Dog, or does he want out of the Class C agreement that he might want to sign? What is he out? What does he want out with? Does he want out with living in the Northwest, or just the whole agreement to get a Class C? What one would he want out with? Exactly. Because I'm thinking now that maybe he'll have to watch Rich Life to see if he actually wants that Class C after all. Bergs can't drive to Seattle, but he's going to try to drive a motorhome. That's why that channel, Bergs Travels, that was floating around was a joke, you know? Bergs Travels, you know? If Eddie G was like, Bergs Travels. Ha ha ha. He hadn't even left his parking lot. Right, but he's gonna have to watch Rich Life to see how that goes for him. And if he wants to take on that kind of an expense to fill the gas tank up and all that. I think if you're going to keep it in one place, it's fine. But if you intend to travel, I'm not so positive on that. He won't get to a month. Yeah, he probably won't. But, you know, it's either here or there. He can attempt it, but he's probably going to have to watch Rich Life to see how he's going to do with that life. You know? Because that will add up. That'll be more money than paying rent every month. You got to fill that up 5 times a friggin' month. You're paying what? $1,000+ on that? Right there? Yeah, well then we're going to see why that went wrong. I'm telling you something. Amanda May is not looking so bad now. All these other people are such train wrecks that Amanda May's not even looking so bad. I hate to say it, but no. This is going to be as big or bigger, a bigger bust than Amanda May. I really believe it will be. This is going to be a bigger train wreck than Amanda May. I'll say that right now. I think Amanda May was just fucked up and wanted a way out of that life that she was living and stuff like that. Brian, Amanda May. But I think Rich Life is definitely more of a train wreck than Amanda May, for sure. And he's going to drive the crap out of it until it kills over. That sounds like what Abby does. Driving the crap out of a car and not doing maintenance on it or getting anything checked, and just driving it, doing nothing to it, That sounds like what Rich Life is probably going to do from what you're telling me. 160 cans of chicken, 59 cases of sun drop. That's disgusting. Who can live off sun drop and chicken in a can? The combination of those two drive me insane. I couldn't eat canned chicken and sun drop like that. I would get chicken in a can. It's quick, but I would not get a lot of it like that. I'll tell you, I would be sick off chicken in a can. Easily with that much. Coates might be able to handle all that chicken in a can in Rich Life, but not me. I got sardines, and I don't even eat those all the time, to be honest with you. This is what I have. If anyone wants to see what I got, okay. You want to see my food that I had sent with my truck since I got my vehicle here? Well, I bought this corned beef not long ago. I got that not long ago. I have wild sardines. I have mackerel. I have hot sauce. I have pineapple. I have sausage gravy. I got not long ago. Spices. More sardines. Canned smoked sausage. Instant coffee. Sugar. I bought that at the store. Cleaners. And then over here I have a box pasta, which I'm not gonna cook. I wouldn't have taken that. More pineapple. Coffee. I'm a coffee nut. Traded Whole Foods coffee. Night Owl coffee. And Bright Lights New England roast. And this coffee, which I found at Winco, which is very good, it's called Silver Spur. It's called Silver Spur coffee. Silver Spur. Has anyone ever seen this stuff before? Daybreak Blend. Dark roast ground. Right there. I know I could use one. Believe me, it would save me some trouble in some way. As long as I'm not driving it all the time. As long as I'm not driving it all the time, I think I'd be fine with an RV like that. I'm going to need a Class C, though. It's not that expensive either. Tiny Dancer, it's cheap. It was like something like $6.99, $7.99 for that bag. Yeah. It wasn't even that much. It was like that Javatine coffee in Big Lots, kind of. It was good, but it wasn't that much money, You should get cans of stew. I did. I had all that stuff. I just ate some of it. I had, like, chicken noodle soup here, though. I just ate some of it, though. I had canned roast beef. I had some of that for dinner. I'll probably have to get a little more bread, I'm thinking, for the corned beef. Uh, I do what I have to do. That's ground. It's ground already. See, I get ground most of the time. I like whole bean crushed. I do if I can get it. But sometimes it's just the pain. I like dark roast. Hey, women love me. Go to Ybor City if you want nice coffee. Oh, go there. Go to Ybor City. They have all that stuff. All that espresso and dark roasted Cuban coffee and all that stuff. It's very friggin' good. I'll tell you. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty cheap for the amount. It might have been a little more than $7, but it was low for that. But I don't have my coffee maker set up here. That'd be a pain to set it up. It's a small one, but I'd have to put it by the sink probably. So I just have this store brand Food Lion instant coffee. This comes pretty damn close to regular coffee too. So if you have a Food Lion, get Food Lion instant coffee. It's quite good. Makes a good iced coffee, and it's pretty strong too. It's not weak whatsoever. It does the job. Yeah, Ybor scary after dark. It can be, but I've walked around there during the dark before though. But it sucked on Halloween because everyone was out on the streets there at Halloween. Everyone was out on the streets for Halloween there. Like all the freaks in the costumes and all that, they were flooding Ybor City. That night I just was like, yeah. So people like to say it's dangerous down there, but I've been there before, like after 10, 11. I've been there at 1 in the morning before when I was younger. I used to go out there. I liked sometimes the fact that at 3 a.m. some of the lights were still on there, you know? And you'd see like the downtown Tampa skyline. It was so nice looking at that in the distance. See, I like city life. I actually like city life to a good point. I don't like Atlanta or maybe Los Angeles level living, but I like something smaller that feels like a big city. It's all in the vibe of a place. You gotta feel that vibe. It's very important. Like, I wouldn't go to Atlanta or Los Angeles or Chicago, but I'd go someplace smaller that has the level of thinking that a big city would have, even though it's smaller. One thing I don't like is I don't like these big, small towns that are becoming more trendy to live in, though. Like these small towns with 600,000 people, technically. It's not even a city at that point. It's just a big collection of small town thinkingness with tons of people. So there's really like nothing urban about it, even though it's big. That's what Portland's like, really. That's why I couldn't stand Portland so much. It became like heavily suburbanized place with 600,000 people. Tampa has about 400 and something thousand. I was thinking Omaha, Jill. Omaha feels pretty big, even though it's smaller. And I was going to go to Omaha, but I chose where I'm at. I was going to choose Omaha, though. Des Moines, I didn't really have it on my radar. Maybe because it gets closer to Minneapolis, maybe. But I definitely had Omaha on it, for sure. I like the East Coast better, to be honest with you. Even 2 hours from Eastern time zone No, even 2 hours from Western time zone, being in Central, I could deal with also, but it's the ultimate best on Eastern Standard Time. It is. This is the time to be on. This is normal business time. Uh, the West Coast is not. It may seem cooler that they're 3 hours earlier, but it isn't. Because they see an early football game, maybe for Monday Night Football, but that kind of, think about how bad that would suck too. If you're coming right home from work and you have to watch Monday Night Football and you can't even change your clothes. Tennessee, yeah, I have. I've mentioned it, yeah. Mm-hmm. I like small cities that act like big cities, Tidy Dancer. They have to have that vibe that the other big places, like maybe Baltimore, like Atlanta, might have, but it's just in a small city. It's just not huge, you know? That's kind of like how Lowell, Mass was. Like where I grew up, the city had about 100,000, but it felt like it had 5 times the people. It actually did. And like you could get pretty much hot food in a lot of places, you know. Well, Portland's a big town. Yeah, it's that's exactly what I would call it, Genevieve Kelly, a big town. Big towns. It gets rather gay, you know. Big towns. You know, giant towns. I hate the concept of the giant town. It's been the worst invention in America. Whoever thought it would be cool to move to a giant town is beyond me. Small cities are the way to go, not giant ass towns. It's been a very bad model to use. It's a mostly upper middle class white thing. When you think about it, Genevieve, it's an upper middle class white thing to want the giant town, I have found. Moving back into a city, changing it, rebuilding, and making it expensive, and people are snobby and gross, and yeah, you don't want the big town. Charleston, well, I passed up on Charleston because it's coastal and it's expensive. That's the reason why I passed up on it a bit more. I don't have to be right on the beach. Yeah, that's another thing about me. I don't have to live on the ocean the older I get. Um, Plus, when you go to a beach or a tourist-oriented city, a coastal city, you get a lot of tourist shit too. You're talking about Portland, yeah, definitely. That's a definite characteristic of Portland. And I think a few other places, I think Nashville. They're trying to turn Nashville into a big town also. I think I'm ready. You hope I'm ready for what, Stewie? What do you hope I'm ready for? You said that earlier. You think it's a money thing that makes the snobbish behavior? Yeah, it is. These people are not poor who move in, clearly. They can shop. They can get the most expensive things at Trader Joe's. They can go to Whole Foods. I guess he does. Well, Stewie, I'll have to get back to you on that, all right? Um, but yeah, they can afford to shop at Whole Foods and a combination like a Trader Joe's, Whole Foods, and like, what's that other place? Fresh Market, maybe? Uh, yeah. Yeah, you too, Jill. Thanks for coming in here. It's nice talking to you when things are regular, you know? But, you know, people have used the fact sometimes they got you up on panel when you were drunk and stuff. You know, they like to make a show out of that. hopefully you're not falling for that anymore. Mountain homeless, living right on the sides of the Interstate I-5. There's a lot of them, yeah, absolutely a lot of them. Y'all go listen to Rich Life talking to Mangos. He slipped up and said the officer didn't write either one of us a ticket. I don't know. When was this? The other night? That's the thing. They let him up to talk all the time. When everyone knows it's just going to be the same old shit, but everyone likes to hear him. I'm not one of those people. I get so sick of hearing his stories about things, or his reasons why things happen, or the excuses he can conjure up. I just get so tired of it. It's just that everyone else watches that I'm forced to comment on. I wouldn't watch him, though. You quit drinking, Jill? You actually quit drinking. Really? You love Trader Joe's? Not near me, though. I found a Trader Joe's not far from here, actually. I just didn't shop today at Trader Joe's. I might take a look in there, though. I get some stuff from there. If they're around, that is. I've got some things from there. Hey, I got something to tell you. Around where I'm at, right? I can go for a walk and I can find clothes on the side of the road. You know that I can find clothes, people's clothes. And someone told me they thought maybe they had an argument and they dumped their clothes out on the side of the road or something. Or stuff like that might have happened. What if I was to tell you I inspected some of those clothes? What if I was to tell you that I did? Because they've been sitting there a week. Nobody even picked them up. You can clean them and sell them for money at least. If you want to put gloves on, bring bags with you. I found a bra. You were off 2 months. Quit the hard stuff, barely drink a few beers only. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, that's good. Whatever you have to do, yeah, you gotta take little steps, drink the light stuff before you quit, yeah. Like that kind of thing. Like gradual. You prefer small? Was he around? No, but he should have been. WLM, he should have been. Yeah. There's more of them, too, up the street if I want to take a walk and look again. I didn't take them all. There's still some out there. If I take a walk again, I might grab them, though. And I don't think they fit that badly either. So it's a very nice experiment. Germantown, Tennessee is nice. Yeah, I haven't looked at Germantown, Tennessee. Not that town, anyway. How about Pulaski, Tennessee? Anyone know what's in Pulaski? Can anybody take a guess what's in Pulaski, Tennessee? What is that the birthplace of? If anyone can answer me that question, what is Pulaski, Tennessee the birthplace of? Sundrop too? Sundrop came from there as well. The KKK, yes. Sundrop did though? Yeah, right. That'd be a joke. Yeah, I'm probably going to shut this stream down in a few minutes. Any last words on Truthfully Trisha? We're going to see what's going on, but Truthfully Trisha again before I go. I'm going to see what's going on. Is Truthfully Trisha still live? No.
This caller, press 1. Reply with a message or please record your invitation.
She'll go under an hour and do all this shit in under an hour. Yeah. Hey, Rich Life, I got some underwear that I'm finding in my travels, you know. Very good underwear. You know? Bras. You can buy them off me. Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, the KKK is from Pulaski, Tennessee. Yes. That was the main thing I was thinking of. When I said, what comes from Pulaski, Tennessee? He wants man boxes. What do you mean? Man boxes? What are you trying to say there?
Return to the greetings. Press 2.
Hey, Stewie, what's your thoughts on Truthfully Trisha? I haven't, like, totally heard from you, like, what you thought about Truthfully Trisha and stuff. Isn't she bad? Like, very bad and wretched and just a shitty person all the way around? Underwear for Rich Life, yeah. Yeah, definitely evil, yeah. Got too much. And I'm gradually gonna have to report on, because there's so much shit that she's done. But there's people who know a lot about her. And they're volunteering things to me now, is what they're doing. Because they know that I'm on their side. They know that I speak for them. Family pizza night? What kind of family pizza night? I had pizza earlier, actually. I had 2 slices of pizza up early. I did. Came with a drink. 2 slices of a drink. Yep, I had that earlier. Sundrop actually comes from Missouri. They do have a Sundrop plant in Pulaski. They'll use it. Oh, okay. I don't know. Jet's Pizza is the worst, isn't it? Do you like Jet's Pizza? That's in the Midwest, isn't it? Isn't Jet's in the Midwest? I thought Coates didn't like Jet's Pizza. Let me think. I'll look up a Jet's Pizza. I'll let you know. I could usually tell good pizza by looking at it. I know how the cheese is formatted, how the sauce looks, how the pizza looks. I can tell you that shit by looking at it. Jet's Pizza in Columbus, Ohio. Jet's Pizza in Florida? Really? There's a few of them. There's one in Coral Springs. There's one in Oakland Park, Florida. There's one in Palm Harbor, Florida. It looks like the chain Jet's Pizza has came down to Florida. It does look like that. I'm looking at the pictures here, and this pizza, um, it looks kind of like this. Okay, that looks pretty good. That looks like that could be a definite tasty pizza right there. Yeah, it does. Yep, I look at how the cheese is formatted. and I can tell you if it's a pretty decent pizza or not. Usually, if it has that crisp look but not burnt cheese, but if it has a cooked cheese look like that, depending on how the crust is like a mix between thin and thick, isn't it? It looks like it's a thin, kind of a easily chewable crust, but maybe with a little thickness to it, maybe. That's kind of how it looks a little bit. The toppings look good. What they put on it looks pretty good. They seem to slice their pizzas like tic-tac-toe, kind of. You know, like a log tic-tac-toe. Like, they kind of do that. I think they slice it like tic-tac-toe or something. And it's like a thinner but chewable crust. Like, they might even use, I don't know if they use like a biscuit kind of thing. But it's not exactly Chicago style pizza either, though. But it's still decent pizza. It just doesn't have like that New York crust to it, or even a Boston crust to it. Yeah, party cut. That's what some Chicago pizza does, though, too. Some Chicago pizza actually cuts it in squares, you know. Like if you're not getting the deep dish, they give you like pieces, thin slices, and they're like about that big, maybe. And they're cut like party style or whatever. Yeah, I've seen those also. Um, she is a skank. Yeah. I'm so not a fan of Truthfully Trisha at all. Nothing like that. Well, you know about pizza, Stewie? You ate a lot of good pizza in your lifetime? Now, this Jets pizza has some different pictures here, kind of. They got some wings here. They got. Yeah, it looks like it's pretty flavorful, I would say. I like their sauce, looks pretty good. Yeah, I think for chain pizza, it does better than all the other ones. I would definitely say that for sure. It might even come close to Costco pizza. Who knows? It might. Costco pizza is very good. If anyone's ever had that, I think Costco pizza is actually pretty good. No, pedos are not only men. No, that's true. They're not only men. No. They have, they have female ones too. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, Stewie, you gotta catch on. Truthfully, Trish is not a good person, and anyone who's still obsessing on her like they think she's great, or like the best thing since sliced bread, need to get their head checked, because I'm not letting up on Truthfully Trisha. This is just something I chose to do, and I'm sticking with this to the end. Truthfully, Trisha is a lying sack of shit, scammer, piece of shit who takes advantage of her friends. And I have a lot of victims of her on here to vouch for that fact. I decided to do this. I'm doing it, and that's it. All right, I'm going to end the live stream now. I got to get off here and take a break. I didn't think I was going to go live again, but I did. All right. Took care of Mark Terry, hopefully. And then I got Truthfully Trisha going live. With all that being said, I'm going to go. She has gone real life on many people. Yeah, before I go, I'm going to highlight that. Truthfully, Trisha has gone real life on so many people. She has caused 3 people to commit suicide. And they did it, didn't they? Truthfully, Trisha has to go. She's a vile person. She cannot be here no more. She cannot be here no more. And what's funny is I don't live too far from her. If push came to shove, I don't live too far from her, boho chick. I really don't. You know? Who's to say I can't take a trip up to where she's at and cause her some real problems? Who's to say I can't do that? She won't like it if I'm coming after her. She's scared of me. Imagine if she found out I was on the way to see her. She would flip a gasket so fast. She would be hiding under her bed. Literally. Alright, well, if anyone has anything else to say, I'm going to end this stream right now. Thanks for coming in, everybody. Boho chick, everyone who wanted to hear me talk about this. Like always. She bullied a wonderful lady to suicide. Okay, you're saying more, so I'll keep talking about it. You're saying more. She bullied a wonderful lady to suicide. Another thing. Yes. It's just very bad what she's done on here. And I didn't once watch her that much, but since I kept hearing her being brought up, I had to get in on this. It was the right thing to do, to get in on this. Because I could be an advocate for people who are disadvantaged. There was one time, I'm going to tell you something, boho chick, okay? I went to criminal justice school. I wanted to be a victim advocate. And I think any victims of Truthfully Trisha would have qualified for that kind of counseling, to tell you the truth. I think they would have qualified for that. And I once wanted to be a victim advocate, okay? I figured I would just throw that out there. In case that's important to know. What did Lolly Cunningham say? Where's Lolly Cunningham talking? I don't see Lolly Cunningham in here right now. What? Let me go back in the comments here. What's going on with Lolly Cunningham? How come I can't see Lolly Cunningham, but you can? Oh, okay. Oh, that's another account. Oh, Jesus. That's not even the real Lolly Cunningham. Nope. That's not the real one. That's horrible how. So what do you think about that, boho chick? I wanted your opinion on that. I believe that any of Truthfully Trisha's victims would have qualified for victim advocate counseling. You also heard she tricked people and she is a man-hating lesbian. I believe so, too. I think that she pretends to be men sometimes, even to fuck with women on websites, dating websites. Do you put it past her, boho, to pretend to be a man even, to fuck with women? Do you put it past her to do that? Because I suggested that early on here. Right. So it's definitely on those lines, yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. But I've thought that she might have been definitely bisexual, yeah, for sure. Or even more into women than men. I think more into women, to be honest with you. I think she's the type she would use a man to pay for everything, but she wouldn't be giving him a lot in return. That's what I think, and she'd want affairs with women all the time. That's what I believe about Truthfully Trisha. Yep, I believe that. It's all out there. Many people have confirmed it. And that's really it. Anything else to say about this, anybody? Well, good. She hates you. You must be doing something right. I'll tell you that, who cares? If she hates you, you must be doing something right. In my opinion. Well, Seabreeze knows all about it. That's the thing. You know all about it, right? Yeah, thought you did. Yeah, Renee Smith. Let's do this, huh? I'll highlight some of this even. Patricia, Patty. Yeah, Patty is her name. I know that. Patricia Renee Smith. Okay, cool. Facebook, the first one that comes up. Which one is it? She's not even on Facebook. She's probably smart in that way. She's not even on Facebook. Patricia Renee Smith. Okay, is this her? What are we looking at here? Is this her? I still don't see it. Yeah, I don't see her on Facebook. She must have. Lolly Cunningham, you're a fake Lolly Cunningham, number one. Even if it was the real one, still. Um, am I jealous? I'm not fucking jealous at all. You think I'm jealous of a fucking mean cunt? Do you think I'm fucking jealous of a mean cunt? I'm trying to expose this bitch because I hate her. And I hate what she fucking does to people. Do you think I'm jealous of being someone like that? Do you think I want to be a mean person like her? Fuck you. Get the fuck out of here now. Someone take this person out or I'll fucking do it. I'll fucking do it. And I'm looking up these names here. But that's not the picture Lolly Cunningham uses, though. That's the thing. Is that the second account used by Lolly Cunningham herself? Because if that be the case, then I know who's siding with her now. I totally know, and it's confirmed that Lolly Cunningham is siding with Truthfully Trisha. I don't think but she could know Lolly Cunningham. I suggested it earlier. If she could, Lolly could be talking to all these people behind the scenes, even people like Truthfully Trisha, too. Very possible, folks. Very, very, very possible. I'm not seeing any information on Patricia Renee Smith on here. I'm not seeing a criminal record. I'm not seeing anything here. I see the name come up, but I also see an 84-year-old woman out of Frisco, Texas that comes up under her name, too. There's not like anything glowing. Like when you look up Harold, you see his information. I can't look up and see Trisha's information here. Yes, the real name is Donna, yes. Wally is bad for business, no question about it. I definitely have always had reservations on that one. Yes. You got it, women love me. You got it. Yeah, pretty much. Okay. I'm going one by one. I'm going to look up Truthfully Trisha next. I looked up that name, though, Patricia Renee Smith. I didn't find a whole lot. Uh, Truthfully Trisha by itself. I'm going to see what there is over here. There is Instagram photos. There is petition remove Truthfully Trisha off YouTube. Is that petition still active? The petition is closed. Shit. Her name is Patricia Curley. Her name is Patricia Curley. I thought it was Curley because Curly, that's the common spelling of curly. But I guess it is Kirley. I guess it's that. In this 1 year of having a platform, she has used this platform to bully, slander, and defame people. She has accused good people of criminal actions such as drug rings, pill mills, drug trafficking, people stalking her for all her own entertainment. That is not the extent of her wrongdoings. She's bullied people while pretending to be an anti-bully advocate as well as someone who is an advocate for mental health. How can you be an advocate when you make fun of people daily about their looks? Sounds like someone else I know. Jesus Christ. She doxes people. In fact, we witnessed her dox a woman with small children. That puts people's safety in jeopardy. We've witnessed her threaten to tear a woman's hair out while making fun of her criminal record and showing her mugshots. She has called people's doctors pretending to want information about them, I think. Who cares is Noodles, ladies and gentlemen. For those who want to know who that is Noodles lurking around. I know that for a fact. That is Noodles lurking around. Don't fall for that. He's a better person than you give him credit for. Okay. You witnessed her calling a woman's former employee, discussing her criminal record, and asked her to join forces with her for a criminal case. See, yeah, that's what he does, though. Wants to make it about him. She told the woman she would bedazzle a gun for her before the woman puts it in her mouth to make it all pretty. She claims she said it was a water gun. She's accused men of being pedophiles and accused one man of being a possible murderer because this man's brother was in prison. She bullied a woman who was a cancer survivor by faking the need for using oxygen on video, and it was vile. To top it off, she accused a well-loved woman in the community of stealing drugs from her dying patients, then went on to say this woman's cancer was karma for that act. Sick. Which was a lie. In Truthfully Trisha's eyes, everyone is a drug addict or an ex-con. This woman claims to be someone who is a recovering addict herself. If you know anything about recovering addicts, they never call out a fellow recovering addict. No. They get their own problems. They get their own problems to deal with. They're not going to call other recovering addicts names. You know. The list goes on, and I would be here all day. We have the footage to prove the claims here. She will say she never did any of this. She will always blame someone of photoshopping or taking sound bites. She appeared on the Dr. Phil show, and she clearly stated she was an attention seeker. She offered her help under the condition she would unplug from the internet for 90 days Oh, it sounds like Mark Terry can't get off the internet in the same fashion that Truthfully Trisha can't. She's got to always be back. Was it too late now? It's not too late, is it? Is it really too late, Seabreeze? Because I just came into this community 2 years ago. And I was totally on another plane. I so wasn't ready for Truthfully Trisha then. I was so new to this place at the time. I was just like, it didn't even have my interest when I came here in early 2019. It just wouldn't have had my interest. But now that I see what she's really all about, and I'm hearing more people speaking up against her, am I late? Am I really late? Am I really, Seabreeze? Am I late to this, or is there still a chance? Am I late to dealing with this issue? Yeah, well, she ended it, but then again, she could average 52 minutes now. I don't know. How long do you think she was going to be on tonight? That's my question. How long did you think that she was going to be on tonight? Because the last one was 52 minutes. And that was the one that I commented on. Maybe I could keep her under an hour a lot of times, or maybe get her to a half hour, or anything less would be good, so people won't have to see her fucking content anymore on here. Am I too late to this game, though, still? Am I too late in dealing with it? Because it really seems like I'm still doing an effective job doing this. So I'm just wondering if I'm... Yeah, Blind Melon Lemon Jello was a troll. And I know this guy going back a long time, all right? Yup, he used to go by Father Oblivion. That was his screen name years ago. Father Oblivion was his screen name. I'm going to start off by saying that. He's a major troll. He's always been a troll on here. And he's always hated his own race. He always hated his own people. I can't admire somebody like him. I can't. And he was asking me earlier if I'm related to Elvis. And then he said something else. I don't know. What was it? What the fuck did he say to me earlier? He said how... He asked me if I was related to Elvis. And I answered him. I'm like, yeah, I'm related to Elvis. I am. I had a DNA test. And I visited with him and talked about this. And we're related. We're related. Okay? Me and Elvis are related. Okay? And then another thing is, stick to your gas station hot dogs, you greasy SOB, is the other thing he says to me. He calls me greasy, like that's a bad thing. Typically they call brown people greasy. He's browner than me. I'm telling you right now, this guy hates his own race. He hates his own people. He points at other people and calls them greasy. But he's the swarthiest looking Native American looking guy that I friggin' know. I know who he is. So, think twice with that one, Blind Melon. You flip-flopped like no tomorrow. I thought you were going at Anderson Henderson. Now you're cool with Anderson Henderson like he did none of that, and now you choose to go at me? How convenient. You motherfuckers out there, like Mark Terry, like you're picking such a convenient time to go at me now. That's for sure. Where Barter and Noodles aren't even in the picture that much, you want to be their replacement. So I'm not allowing you to do it. I will expose you so fucking fast you won't know what hit you. Jorge. Jorge, I know who you are. Trust me, I know who you are. Okay? Don't start. Alright? Seabreeze, she is lurking in here under her 100. Who? Truthfully Trisha? Oh yeah, she can lurk all she wants. Hi Trisha, you can lurk all you want. Sully is another... Sully. Oh, not Sully from Godsmack though, right? Another Sully, I would imagine. Heard her fake yelling at brother Zeus, a.k.a. her son. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I would. I would actually consider doing so, and I will be doing so soon. Now, I thought I modded Boho up. I didn't mod her up. I thought I did. How do I know your name? Do you not forget? Dude, I know who you are, alright? Don't fuck with me. I know who you are, dude. Alright, I known you from a long time ago. Okay, good. So I would step the fuck back if I were you, and don't move any closer. You understand me? You don't flip-flop like that on me. I'll take notice of it. You want to talk shit to me? I know your last name, too. I know it. I know it. I exposed Carlos, don't forget. I know you. You're easy. Carlos was harder for me. But I got him. I know who he is, and he was a buddy of yours, too, back in the day. So, that's as far as I'm going to go with that right now. But I'm letting you know that I know. So if I were you, I'd watch it. I'm not going to let you be how you used to be on it. I don't forget shit. I'm telling you. And I know who your best friend is, too. I know that best friend you hung around with in Florida, by the way. I know who he is, alright? So don't start with me. Alright, now, truthfully, Trisha, what was I going to say? This is just distractions from what I'm talking about, but I'll expose them if I need to. But anyway, yeah. Truthfully, Trisha, these people like her. That's the problem. They're working for her. They're working for her. Even Blind Melon probably would side with her in an instant. You know? He was on the dark side of YouTube at one point. Absolute dark side of YouTube. But he's at a point where he's probably not even going to make videos again. Because something happened. Mo, you are him. I know who you are, dude. Again, cut the fucking shit now. You're going to get the goods on Truthfully Trisha. Maybe you can make another stream. I was trying to mod Boho. That's what I was trying to do before I got distracted. Excuse me for that. These motherfuckers think they can distract me. I'll end them so fast they won't know what hit them if they try to do this to me. Going at this time. 2021's a new game. Your days are over for doing shit. You know? That's it. That's it. Look, you're getting a timeout. Again, I'm going to keep timing you out. You're not going to learn your lesson, though. You're just being a fucking troll is what you're being. Okay, if you want me to go in degrees, okay, his last name starts with an H. Okay, I will up the ante. His last name starts with an H. Okay? I will up the ante. That's right. This is the day of exposing. The day and time for exposing the evil people is here now. Why does anyone not get that in this time here? But he's a guy, you could call him an OG, I guess. But he was a thorn in my side back in the day. I'll put it to you like that. Him and his best friend. If he even talks to him anymore, I don't know. But if he comes back, hey, I'll go some rounds with him too if I need to. I don't really care. I really don't. Boho chick is a mod. In here now. And Winners Love Me, I'll give him a wrench also. Winners Love Me, you can have a wrench, alright? I'm going to give you a wrench in here. Okay? Yeah, exactly. Except the trolls. Yep. And Genevieve, I'll give you a wrench, alright? I'll give you a wrench. I'm in the mood for giving wrenches right now. Alright. So I'm going to end the stream soon. I got bad heartburn. Jesus fucking Christ. God. Alright. I'm going to end it. Good night. Till next time. You're not messing around? I'm not messing around either, you fucking prick. I'm not messing around. What are you gonna fucking do, Agent Orange? Whoever the fuck you are. I'll knock your motherfucking ass into next week. You fucking punk bitch. I know who you are. You're that same fucking guy. You're George A. Hidalgo. That's your fucking name, and you're in Palmdale, California. Alright? There. I'm not fucking around, you asshole. Well, even if it's not him, you caused him to get doxxed right there. That's what you did. You caused him to get doxxed right there. I don't play around. I don't play around with trolls and haters. And I will dox them, and I will do whatever I have to do to them. That's why I did Mark Terry to dox where I'm at the other night. And he wouldn't do it because he wants to play the good guy. He doesn't want to go that far. Well, I'll go that far. That's the difference. You know, I'm at a point where I don't give a fuck, and I'll go that far. With some of you filthy players on here. Yeah, axe these people, I'll tell you that. Get rid of fucking Blind Melon Lemon Jello. Get the fuck rid of him. Yeah, it sounds like that. Yeah, I'll accept that for now. Yeah. Hidalgo, technically. Okay? And he's out of Palmdale, California. Okay? I know who he is. He ain't fucking with me. Tell you that. Think I'm stupid? I ain't stupid. Trust me. Alright, good night all. Thank you for coming in. That's it. Done.